Hello everybody and welcome to another game of League of Legends. Sorry it's been a while since I made another one, but whatever. Here's a new one. I'll be playing as Shyvanna. On my team we have a Zillion, a Sivir, a Brand, and a Lee Sin. On their team they have a Brand, a Vigar, an Akali, a Rammus, and an Ashe. My goal in this game is to, well, be disruptive and a bit of an asshole to everybody I can, to anybody I can on the enemy team. Shyvanna is a burst melee DPS-esque champion who works off a lot of movement speed and attack speed, and she can also do well as a large damage, a lot of high AD champions. Anyway, she doesn't even use any mana, so I'm just gonna buy a whole crap load of health potions, or in this case, Phoenix Buns. Our Lee Sin is jungling, so I will be soloing top. I'm even gonna say that. I'm gonna solo top. So I haven't done a video where we had a jungler. For anyone that has never played a game like Han or League of Legends, a jungler is just somebody that will walk the jungle for a large portion of the early game and kill the neutral monsters to gain levels. A jungler is a very versatile champion because they're able to. Well, any champion that jungles is versatile because they can gank the top, middle, and bottom lanes. Depending on the champion, some can do it earlier than others. You have a Lee Sin that's jungling, so he can go in and gank a little earlier on than most other champions. Would be like Fiddlesticks, who's an excellent jungler, but he can't gank until about level 6 effectively because of his Crow Storm, which allows him to jump in and kill everybody really quickly. First up to start my build, I'm get 1 point to burnout. My next point, since I'm soloing, is going to be Flame Breath, but if I was with somebody else, I'd get Twin Bite. I'm going to get Burnout, Flame Breath, Burnout, Twin Bite, and then from then on, I'm going to max out Burnout first, then max out Twin Bite, then max out Flame Breath, getting my ultimate whenever I can. My gear is going to focus more on doing a lot of attack damage. I'm not going to get a whole crap load of attack speed just because my burnout pretty much gets all the attack speed I need. Now, I also know that Rammus is jungling because I saw he had Smite, or maybe he's not, the best Rammus. Maybe he's new. But I'm assuming he's jungling because, right, I'm going to move away from Garen. I don't want him to get a free hit on me. I don't want to get silenced either. But yeah, I'm assuming this lane's going to be a solo lane against me and Garen. Even though me and Garen both level 1, I don't want to do too much against him at this point, because as you can see, he does a lot of damage with his decisive strike. So I kind of got to be a bit careful. Since I know we're both melee, I'm going to probably get Twin Bite first instead. I thought he might be the person I'm up against to be ranged. I'm going to run away a bit, and he's going to do that. Deal some damage. I'm going to pop a health potion. He already kind of wasted one of his abilities, his Summer ability Ignite, which is too early for him to be using it. And Lee Sin level 2 is already kind of getting in position to get Garen. I'm going to slow him the hell down, and he's not going to live. And we get first blood really quickly. I have some down of exhaust, and he's an easy kill. I'm gonna just clean up this siege minion. I'm gonna get out of here. I do have, health potions, but I want to get a Vampiric Scepter right now, just so I can be in that lane longer and not get in too much trouble. So attack, lifesteal, Vampiric Scepter, done. Back, consumable. Since I have a jungler, I'm gonna buy a ward. There you go. Now it's gonna be a lot harder for Rammus to gank me. Now, the only thing that's bad about Rammus being in your lane, who could potentially gank you, is that he is incredibly fast. So he can come up through here and, ruin your day. Garen, he only has a Doran's Blade. I have my boots and a Vampiric Scepter. I don't really suggest getting Doran's Blade if you're solo laning, just because it can be a bit dangerous. And what Garen's doing right now isn't the smartest thing at all. I'm gonna buy myself a ward. I'm gonna I'm not gonna really engage on him too much. I don't want to I'm also going to stick around this middle point, just because I know that the Rammus is jungling for sure. He could roll in and ruin my day. I'm going to slow down these minions. Minions are kind of dumb when you want to try and slow them down. I'm going to move out of the way. He's going to use it on a minion. Ooh, he gets Rammus, so I have no fear of him ganking me. For a while, anyways. So, Rammus got counter jungled. I'm doing decent damage with Burnout just by running along with him. I really don't need to hit him that much as long as I can move quicker than him. Kind of like Singed. Although it's much better for me to smack him in the face. Now, if his regen, he doesn't really need health potions as much as I would. So I'm going to move away. He's going to hit a minion. I don't want to get hit by that at all. I want to try and hit him with Flame Breath. That minion valiantly took his life to save him. I'm going to smack him with Twin Bite, dealing decent damage to him. But not a lot. Even though I kind of am not quite better geared. I don't want to go against Garen, because he's a pretty good tank against melee, and I'm melee. If I was a ranged champion, I'd have a better chance. Gonna smack a minion yet again with a fireball. He's gonna use a Decisive Strike on a minion because he was too close. Put another point in Burnout. Not a whole lot going on. Okay, I'm gonna move back a bit. He's gonna hit a minion with it. At this point, it's kind of a stalemate. I know Lee Sin's gonna be coming here next, so I'm gonna try and level up really quickly. Just so I can get my dragon form, allowing me to be really disruptive. Okay, he's gonna do that, and really, that's not gonna inhibit me. I'm just gonna use a health potion. I'm gonna be fine. Twin Bite. Dragon's Descent. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bait him towards Lee Sin. I'm not sure where Garen is. Gonna walk in those bushes, walk in these bushes, and he's gone. Alright, he might have put a ward there. Let's find out. Hope he's back now. Alright, so Lee Sin might be coming back, not too sure. As no, I'm gonna try and snipe him with that. Got him. With my fireball. Doesn't do much damage, it just really stops his regenerative capabilities. He's bought a second Doran's Blade. He is well ahead of me in the damage output, but yeah. I always think it's a good idea to buy more than one Doran's weapon, and really you don't want to keep it either for too long. Like, into the mid-game you want to be selling it, replacing it with something a lot better. So I'm thinking this Garen probably doesn't know how to build Garen properly. He should, if I was him, I'd be going a lot more tanky. Or, you know, I wouldn't be going the route he's going at the moment. I pop Burnout just so I can run away from him quicker. I'm kind of just dancing around up here. I don't want to get too close to Garen, really, is the thing. Because even I can't do quite enough damage to hurt him. He's too slow. Again, thanks to me hitting things, Burnout lasts longer, so I can run away from him very easily. That's my advantage. Even though his Decisive Strike gives him bonus move speed, I can run away from him really easily. Even with his exhaust and all that jazz. I'm not gonna punch my turret though. He doesn't deserve to do that. Even though minions are kind of smacking me here, I can easily just hit them and get my health back with my Twin Bite. Which, by the way, if you are playing a Shyvanna, Twin Bite counts as 2 hits, so it gives, even with my low damage amount, I can still get healed a lot with the Vampiric Scepter. I'm going to move away from him. Hit me with Decisive Strike, but really, at this point, it's not a whole lot of damage I've taken. I just don't want to stick around and have a big fight. Because I can just do that, get health back. I'm going to run down to the forest. I don't want to get hit by a lot, though. That's just dumb. I'm going to run around like this. I'm going to lead him up with Flame Breath. Easy hit. Free damage. Twin Bite on him. But yeah. He uses Ignite on me. Again, kind of wasting it on me. We really want to use Ignite kind of just to, you know, Now he's gonna try and be tricky. I'll pop my ultimate. I'm gonna finish him off like that. Really easy kill. I had to use flash to make sure he didn't run away, because he could have ran away. The tower was not shooting him. And now I kind of got to be a bit careful, even though I popped my health potion. I'm gonna smack minions, get my health back as well when they spawn. Unless, oh nope, we're gonna get there just in time to hit minions. Now this is gonna be pretty easy now. I could go back, which what I'm gonna do actually. I'm not gonna push the tower. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get Berserker Greaves at this point, just because they're cheap and they give me more damage. So I'm gonna buy Berserker Greaves, and I'm gonna start working on my damage. I'm gonna keep the Vampiric Scepter, but I'm not really gonna do a whole lot with it for a while. I'm gonna buy a longsword and a ruby crystal, building my phage first. I don't have quite enough for rewards, so I'm gonna buy 2 health potions as well, just because I'm solo laning still. I don't want to be, you know, behind. But now my damage output will be pretty much on par with him, because I do 1 attack per second now, and I'm at 108. Let's see what he bought. Garen has bought a long sword as well, and he's at 120. So he's 12 better than me, but I think his attack speed is more than likely lower than my own. I'll find out when I click him. He goes in the bushes, he comes back out. Yeah, I hit faster, so we're pretty much even then, because his attack speed's not like super low. It's not like Cho'Gath or something. I'm just gonna spam my abilities for fun. Again, even though we're kind of on par for damage, he's beating me. He's kind of beating me in the defensive capabilities because of the fact he's a tank. I'm gonna, you know, chase him away from my turret. I kind of wasted Twin Bite in a minion, which you shouldn't do when they're that close to the turret. But oh well, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. He's gonna come down there. At this point, I can kind of almost read him. So I run around like this. Easily avoided. Not a problem. Okay, I managed to hit a minion with that yet again. Oh, he's gonna hit me with that, but he's not gonna hurt me all that much. Yeah, I'm at half health, sure, but half health for me, I can get all my health back because I bought health potions. Thanks to the health potion, I'm gonna eat one because I can't really get too close to those minions at the moment, just because my health is kind of low. I'm gonna Twin Bite. I'm gonna move out of the way. Let the tower hit him a little bit. Smack that minion on purpose for once. And yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a lot of in and outs with Shyvanna for a minute to get my health back. I don't want to stand too close. And yeah, this time Rammus has killed Lee Sin with the help of Vigars, so I can't expect a gank anytime soon. Oh, I'm gonna burn out away. Easy escape. Throw a fireball on him. I'm gonna smack him a bit with my Twin Bite. You know, I'm not gonna let him get away with getting hits on my turret without hurting him quite a bit. Gonna smack that minion. I'm gonna move down here. Ogno's gonna probably come rolling out. I'm just gonna go back around just so it's easy. And also, I'm gonna be a bit tricky. He can't see me. And I don't want him to see me because I'm gonna do this. Push him right into the turret. I'm gonna fight him now because I'm in my dragon form and I can beat him easily in dragon form. As you can see, pow, he's done. Dead. Easy kill. Thanks to Shyvanna's burst damage, I can kill champions pretty easily in a one-on-one fight. That's where she pretty much excels. Again, I could push more, but I'm not going to at this point. I really don't need to. I want to be that gear ahead. Actually, I am going to push. Screw it. I want to deal damage to his turret. He's done enough to mine. I don't want to get too close because none of my mains get hit by towers now, and I'm going to be regenerating health this whole time, and I'm going to lay waste to his tower. I want to take out this turret, or attempt to, which I just might be able to, just barely. Turret's down, and just as Garen responds, I can escape. That was that is a bit greedy of me there, just to take out his turret like that, but Lee Sin's up, so I can get a gank on top if I need to. My dragon ability's up, and just so I can stay here, I'm gonna eat my last health potion. Just to be on the safe side if he tries to fight me. Just because my dragon's back up, I'm feeling safe. I'm out leveling him by 2. Yeah, I'm just straight up beating him. Let's see, what does he have now? He has his phage now, so he is beating me in damage still. I'm beating him in level, so that's okay. So that damage bonus he has is nothing compared to my level bonus. Even though he just leveled up, I still have it on him. I'm gonna go in like this. I'm gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna chase him too much. Oh. Oh, there's Rammus. I've been taunted. And there's their whole team. Really waste on me. Yeah, that just didn't go so well. Note to self, you can't win a fight of that magnitude no matter how awesome you are. Okay, I'm gonna buy that, and by the time I respawn, I'll be able to buy my Giant's build as well, giving me a lot more health, and once I buy Frozen Melt, catching me up in the damage proportions. I'm gonna get about 10 gold, which shouldn't be too hard to get. I got more or less, yeah, I'm gonna get the Giant's belt before I respawn. Pow, putting me at 2,284 health. I'm still not doing as much damage as Garen, but that's fine. Okay, now they're tower diving Lee Sin, and Lee Sin manages to get away with killing Rammus, and my turret's might get destroyed here. I'm not too sure. I might be able to just barely make it, but probably not. No, I can't make it. I could have kept walking there, maybe try to make a kill or two, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to jungle a bit, kill the golems, and maybe, since they can't see me, I can't get Garen, he gets away. So, time to go minion farming. So I'm kind of on a free farm now, killing these minions, having fun. Best day of my life. At these points in the game, it's nice to get as big a free farm you can. Especially at Shyvanna, so you can get your dragon form back up really quickly. It's just beneficial. Now, the good thing is, since both our turrets destroyed, not like I won or lost, it's kind of like boat and top is just done. There's no more fighting in top, really. I'm probably going to pick these up, too. And if I can, I might be able to blindside Garen. But I am going to help Brand in middle. Just because there's 2 of them in there, only 1 of him. I'm going to cover for him while he's gone. Gonna farm some more. Oh, I see Ash. I don't want to be not behind minions around him. Uh-oh. There's gonna be a congregation over there by Dragon, and we're gonna gank them. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna get Dragon myself. And I get a double kill. And we ace the team. Alright. And I also managed to kill a dragon during that fight in my own dragon form. So that's kind of like dragon homicide. I think what I did there was against my own kind. I killed a fellow dragon in cold blood just for his treasures. We destroyed bottom turret, so now we're ahead by 1 turret. That's good at this point in the game. You want to be ahead by as many turrets as possible. So we're all going to go back to base, from the spoils of war. And I'm going to buy my Frozen Mallet, and this lifesteal I had it with me this whole time. I could turn into a Stark's Fervor, but I'm going to probably turn into an Executioner's Calling for more crit strike. I have a thing for crit strike. My next item, just let's see. I'm gonna check their team really quickly. That's our Sivir. Probably gonna get Wit's End next for more magic resistance and some attack speed. And that's kind of bad when even when one player disconnects, because now you're one man down. Even though we're kind of ahead, our lead isn't big enough to compensate for us having one less person in any regard, unless we do really good the next few team fights or get some nice ganks going, you know, something like that. I kill those 2 minions with burnout, and we can see Rammus over there kind of trotting along. I'm not entirely sure what he's planning on doing. Ash and Garen are up top of their free farm, but we're kind of farming over here. I'm going to kill Wolf Camp. At this point, you pretty much want to jungle as much as possible as any melee champion, just to keep that flow of gold coming. Alright. And also, it helps for Shyvanna much more, just because you get your dragon form earlier. I'm going to come in like this. Oh, Zillion's going to take a big smack down there. I'm not afraid of her, of Akali too much. I can burst her pretty quickly with my twin bite. At this point, my attack damage isn't all that important, just because it kind of doubles when I use twin bite anyways. Alright. And then there's Garen, who smacks a ward around. Gets hit by... Oh, and then there goes Zillion. Okay. I'm not going to stick around Rammus too long. You'll just taunt me, and if you taunt me, it's not very good. Now, we are one man down, so we're going to have to not try and do anything too risky, actually. I'm going to get hit there and take moderate damage. Nothing I can't really heal, though. At this point, Veigar is trying to do pot shots. Lee Sin's going to go bottom and deal with Ashe, and I'm going to join him, because I'm pretty sure Brownie can take this. And Ashe sees both of us and goes, fuck this. I know someone's in here, and there's Veigar I saw over there. I'm going to take on the 3 Spellcaster minions, get some health back. And we're going to go back to middle. I can hope at some point our Sivir comes back, or that we get some really nice ganks, help us win this game. Just because now we're in a bit of a deficit, just because we're down 1 champion. And Sivir's doing decent. She already had her BF sword and stuff like that. Alright, they're all MIA, so gotta be a bit careful. Go in the bushes before I investigate Wraiths. I'm gonna kill the Wraiths. Uh oh, I see they're all going top, but I want to finish these Wraiths up just really quickly. Lee Sin's already up there anyways. But I'm gonna quickly come there as possible to join them. Also, when you're at a one-man advantage, it's a good idea to push as many towers as you can, because you know they can't defend them as well as you can attack them at this point. Which makes fighting under your tower incredibly important. The more often you can do that, the better off you are later. But yeah, at this point, not a lot going on. But anyways, an idea I had for future games is you guys can suggest what champion I play as. Ashe kind of runs away. Smack her with my fireball, and we're gonna smack her down. I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna try to just... Oh wait, I gotta stay in and fight now because Zillion has saved my life. He's gonna be a new lease on life. I don't want to be, because it gives you more attack speed, you do bonus magic damage when you hit people, and it gives you magic resistance. And also, I think with every hit, it encourages staying in the battle even more, because the more you hit them, the more magic resistance you get, so the more spells can be flung at you. So defensive gear is important, and after I build that, I'm probably going to end up building Phantom Dancer for more crit, for crit strike, attack speed, and all that jazz. I do kind of go on an attack speed build of Shyvanna, but I'm just trying to burst them down with my damage output. because every time you hit something, the cooldown on Twin Bite goes up, so it's nice to hit stuff often. And same with Dragon Descent. The more hits, the more times you can use it, and yeah. It's fun for the whole family to go attack speed of Shyvanna, because it really just works with all your abilities except for, you know, your Flame Breath, which you just want to do to mark people. Like I do there, he's marked. Okay, I'm kind of in there now. I don't care too much about Akali. I'm gonna kill Vigar with my ultimate. I'm gonna go for Akali now, and I kill Rammus and ace their team. Now that we have our whole team back, this is a lot easier. And thanks to my, you know, defense I went through, I pretty much took no damage that whole game, that whole fight. Now the rest of my team weren't as lucky. I'm assuming they didn't really try and focus on me because I'm... Oh, and she was like, tank please? I'm gonna go in there, open up with that, and it's appropriate for me to tank at this point just because I have lifesteal, the most health, and yeah. Shyvanna is just really durable in general. And pow. 300 free gold. That means I'm pretty much just going to leave at this point. Yeah, they're all up. So I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to buy my Thorn Mail, which I can afford now. This will be the last defensive item I buy, just because it gives me a lot of armor, and it's decent. So all their attack damage champions are useless against me, pretty much. They still hurt, but not nearly as much as they used to. Now I'm going to buy Phantom Dancer next. It's a decent item, and it works well with attack speed champions. It's going to be my final item in this build. Our Sivir is going to do some damage. At this point, since she has Baron buff, she's a lot more powerful and actually threatening to them. And it's even more threatening when I come and help. Seeing as I've been doing pretty decent in the kills, Lee Sin on our team is so far one person doing more kills than me. So we're both kind of scary. They're kind of chilling by that ward. I think we have 2 wards there, actually. Not sure why we have 2 wards beside each other. You don't want 2 wards covering the same site. Unless you have one in Baron and then one in by Dragon or something. Alright, so Vigar is in the bushes over there-ish. So it's like... Oh nope, he missed the bush. Somehow, just barely. He's not in that part of the bush, and we don't need to move now, because we can see him on our map. But he missed the bush by an inch, so he can't see into the bush. You can just see everything around the bush, though. Vigar is still kind of damaged me because my magic resistance isn't exactly super awesome high. So he's the only person on their team that can hurt me and would be able to. Now Garen may be trying to bait, but I think he's actually just getting his ass handed to him. Yeah, he's pretty dead. He was attempting to bait kinda, but it didn't go in his favor at all. Alright, so I'm not gonna check them out. It's an obvious trap is obvious. We're all gonna go top. We're not really pushing and more or less wasting the Baron buff because we're not using it appropriately. I'm gonna kill Wraiths though for free gold. Smack, 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 smack. Wraiths are dead. Lee Sin has those minions handled, so I'm gonna get just the neutral minions. Turn into free gold. Yeah, I love turning minions into free gold, by the way. And yeah, pow, 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 pow. Minions are dead. And we're probably going to end up pushing top with Lee Sin. Pow, pow, pow. My burnout just burns them to death. Oh, but they want to push middle. Our enemy team wants to push middle, so I'm going to come down there. I want to help out Zillion. Hopefully, stop their push there, which is kind of already deteriorating as our team forms up in middle, looking scary with our Baron buff. They're probably over there in those bushes, but since they're our fail ward, we can't actually see inside them, so they might come from behind at some point in this fight, and later in the game. But I see Garen, I spot him over there, so, and he's the only one over there. I'm gonna move away because I don't want to get hit. Gonna kill Vigar, but my team is dead, I think. Oh nope, they were just up there. I managed to get Vigar though, who was my primary target. At this point, it doesn't matter which one I bite. Buy Zeal. It's those expensive ones. It's the only one I can buy too. So I'm gonna wait for my fam to answer. At 1650, I'll buy it. I really don't exactly need it, but it's just something to end my build. Something I don't really expect to get, to be honest. Alright. So Brand is just kind of making Akali mad, but not really doing like a lot of damage to her. Zillion is kind of not really meant to be in the front of the pack. He's really more of a support champion in my opinion. Like, he does do a lot of damage with his time bomb, but really most of his moves are reduce his cooldown reduction, speed people up, slow enemies down, save someone's life with his ultimate, and time bomb, which hurts people. And he can put them on his allies too, so he can put it on me and everyone around me will blow up. After 3 seconds, of course. I'm gonna go middle, kill those minions, turn them into free gold, unless Zillion gets them, which he easily could before I could get there. I'm not gonna get all the money at this one over here. You missed that one over there. I'm gonna kill it. Pow. And he gets that siege minion because I punched it in the face. By the way, if you kill the target with a time bomb on them, the time bomb explodes. I'm gonna mark one wraith. Kind of steal most of his wraiths. Bit of a jerk move, but oh well. I can see Vigar hiding over there, so I'm gonna hide right here in these bushes. I'm kind of going to wait because I can't see Vigar anymore using that fog of war. I'm going to throw a fireball at him, but I'm not going to actually engage him. Oop, I'm going to go up. Avoid Garen completely. I'm going to try and hit with my fireball, but that doesn't go to plan. And he's gonna burn to death. I don't care about him. He's dead. Oh, the burn damage ends just before he dies, it would seem. He's barely alive. He's not a threat. He's gonna go back to his summoner platform, kind of cower in fear as we push up. I'm gonna heal up on minions and just punch stuff, so Dragon Descent comes back a lot faster. Yes? Sorry about that. Alright. They do their surrender vote, it fails. No one wants to surrender. Cowards surrender. Real warriors don't. But sorry, I was getting yelled at by somebody. So it looks like I gotta do something after this video. Gonna punch Dragon with Lee soon. Again, I know this is kind of murder for dragons, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta deep down and just kill a dragon, your own kind. Alright, so we have Baron warded, and we can see Rammus kind of going up towards it. He might go fight, not too sure. Or he might just ward it, which is what I think he just did there. I didn't quite see. So it's warded. There's 2 of them bottom. I'm gonna get Wraiths to heal myself some more, so I don't need to go back to base at all. And turn them into free gold. We could do it quickly though, because they're bottom, they're around, and I think we could actually win the fight of the ambush that's at Baron. So I'm close to the Baron, so he'll smack me first. I'm gonna try and kill it as quick as possible. And they're late for the party. Scouted as we got it. I'm not using my ultimate until I see Vigar. And I can't quite kill Vigar. I probably should have just killed Garen. Oh well. I get my Phantom Dancer, yay. Okay, my build's done. I'm not going to buy anything else for the rest of the game. Except for potions and stuff that will enhance my abilities. Like the Red Ginseng Tea, which gives me more health and attack damage, which I might buy later. But yeah, that fight didn't go so well. I was going for Vigar when I could have killed Garen. Even though it's a good idea to not focus tanks or hit them, I probably should have just finished off Garen when I had the chance. But I didn't. Which was the dumb part of me. And now he's back at full health. And he still damages me, which makes me sad. But I attack speed him. But things have gone better. But yeah, even though we've kind of aced them a couple times, it's the game. The game is still kind of even in kills and deaths. We've killed 30 of them. They've killed 25 of us. Looking at the scoreboard, I'm still doing decent enough in kills, and so is Lisa. And we're both kind of the carries of our team, which makes enough sense. On their team, the most important person, as I've been trying to root out, is their Vigar and their Garen. Garen isn't too scary. He just, Garen's just an asshole, to be honest. And he's really good at stealing kills. That's really your job as Garen. With your ultimate, if you see someone almost dead, you gotta kill them. No questions asked, they must die. Now, I don't want to go down over there. Oh, there's 2 wraiths here. I'll kill them really quickly for fun. Get my dragon up faster. And if Garen peeks his head too much... Oh! He finds wraiths are gone, because I stole them. And now he's like... Fuck. My dragon isn't quite up yet. I don't want to be quite in front, because... I take the hit like an idiot. Take some damage. And now we're going to push bottom lane. I didn't really get any kills that fight because I was kind of dumb. I just pretty much ran in there and missed my dragon descent, so oh well. That was my own fault. Well, time to smack this to get my dragon back up again. As you can see, it kind of goes up again pretty quickly with attack speed because I'm punching every couple seconds. Multiple times. You don't want to bunch up when Vigar's there because you'll just stun everybody and kill everybody. So I'm kind of just hanging out in the back here. And also because my health is pretty low. So while they're doing stuff bottom, I'm going top. Because I see minions are smacking it. They're in a fight, but I'm going to push this turret really easily. So this is something what I'm going to do. Go up here, and I'm going to piss them off. And the game's over for surrender. Give them a GG. And yeah, that's my gameplay of Shyvanna. I hope you enjoy it, and have a great day.